Welcome back, everyone. So I grinded up all the lime. I got my hides. Let's start this leather process. So we already had weak tannin in both of these. My lightning rod's been working. I've seen it get struck a few times. But we got weak tannin in both of these, which we'll need one. So this one, we're going to seal another 5 logs. And that will make strong tannin. Because you gotta soak in lime or borax water, soak in weak tannin, and then soak in strong tannin, and then you'll have all your leather. Went ahead and made just another barrel in case I want to do 2 batches. But first we gotta put this in here, which makes 50 liters of lime water, which for this many hides I technically only need 48, but we'll just do a full 50. And that'll turn into 12 soaked hides after 20 hours. So we'll seal that. And then we got 3 barrels over here because we can start putting our rot that we've been stockpiling into compost. Each of those will make 16, which if we look in here at compost, we can make terra pritter. So 4, 8, 12, 16. So each of these will make 1 whole block of terra preta, along with 2, 4, 6, 8. So I think that should be like 8 bones, and then we need some charcoal, which we can grind that up. But we'll let this seal. And then the other thing that I was doing was I made the quern, and I made some. So to make the red clay or fire clay, which I gotta get some more to finish this, you put it in here, put flint in here, and it'll make calcined flint chunks. The lowest temp thing you can use to burn it is charcoal. You can use brown coal or black coal, which I use some of it. I wouldn't recommend it unless you have just an absolute ton of it. But that'll make that, and then you grind it into powdered calcined flint. Then you take that and you locate wherever you put all your clay, because you're very unorganized. And then 8 of it makes a full 64 stack of fire clay. And then now we can finish this off. Just this top layer. And this already took 1 whole stack of 64. So it does take a lot to make this oven. Then 1 final layer. And there we go. I believe this can, yeah, you can already start using it, so you don't have to bake it like you do the rest. Which at some point we will show how to use this. And it was this. Let's throw that in there. And then the next thing is let's start harvesting some of this, because the majority of this is ready, so I might as well, instead of just waiting for it all to be ready. Oh, that one wasn't ready. That one needs time. That one needs time. Looks like the majority of this side is ready. But yeah, it's a medium rift activity, and I went inside the house here, and there was a Boatorn just walking around in there. So I guess I'll have to increase the light level in there. He was stuck on the ladder, so he didn't really do anything. And sadly, I wasn't able to get another temporal gear from him. Yeah, that's all those. So we did accidentally do one that wasn't ready. That gives us 25 more seeds. Which all this is almost used up. Okay, so we'll probably have to put something else here. Or just rip it out and put in new soil, which I might just end up doing that. It's just medium anyway. Whereas all this, I can still probably grow the same crop. No, that's not ready. That one is. And these are almost half done. So let's just throw some black spike in it. It's just gonna have a lower growth speed, but it should still grow fast enough. Because this is almost 3 whole stacks anyway. And I might go check on that. I'm pretty sure none of that's ready, because this was almost ready and that was like way behind. These in the... nope, wrong one. In the seed bin. A lot of cloth, or flax fibers. Those all go in here. And we can start... no, not the tailored one. Well, this. So I'll probably start making armor. Probably pretty soon. Which I might end up just doing that now. So it takes 2 of each of those, and then 3 for the helmet. So altogether I need 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a no... oh, this one takes a lot. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, let's start with the helmet, because I believe that makes 56 is what I calculated. Or 56 of this should make 1 helmet. Which we can take a little bit out since we already have 1 of the twins. We'll drop 1 there. I think it was like that. There we go. Okay, so that's 1. So the helmet took 56, and that's 3 plus 2 of these. Why can't I find just the non-tailored? Okay, so this is gonna take way more than 56, but let's do the leg armor first. So 56 for that. And then yeah, we should have enough to make that. So we need 5 plus 2 of these. So there's the 2. We'll just turn it all into 1. Or as much of it as we can. So that makes 4, and we needed 5, so we need 1 more. And then we do not have enough for this. Because we got enough to make this 1 square. And then we need 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 more. Do I have any more thread randomly thrown in another spot? No, but that's fine. So when the rest comes in, we might be able to have enough to make the rest of the body armor. But let's go ahead and throw this stuff on. So at least we'll have some more armor now. Huh. I didn't even notice that I got all this flex twine down here. Okay, so if I can get 1 more, I can make 1 more of these. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that'd be 8 and 9. So we would need enough for 3 more. So when the next harvest comes in, we'll be able to do that. We can throw all of this. Actually, we are going to start making flour. So we'll go to bread. So we need flour. I was going to say we need jugs now, but we can do it with a bucket. Or just throw it in water, I think. And if you've never used a quern, this can take a while. This is why people set up windmills for this, plus the hammers that you'll use to make iron and stuff like that. Well, not just iron. You could probably use the hammers for copper if you wanted to, but it'd be kind of a waste. So I believe it's 8 that I need. Maybe it's just 1, it makes 1. Let's go up here and get our water bucket. Okay, so 1 makes 1 whole loaf of bread. And then we could take that bread and 4 at a time, place them in here. Load it up with doesn't need. Oh, yeah, that's right. So I think I gotta heat it up first. But I don't know if I can get. There we go. You have to grab it with an offhand. Sorry, it's been a little bit since I've used the oven. So you preheat the oven, and then once it's preheated, you can throw the bread in. The other thing that you can do is, so I can find planks, make a table. And running out of room, we'll just set the table here. So you could take dough, place it on here to make pies. We don't really have enough stuff to make pies at the moment. Actually, we have meat. I believe you can make meat pies. I'll have to look that up. But you'd place your dough here, and it looks like a pie tin, and then you fill it up, and then you put dough on top to complete the pie, and then you pop that into the oven. And the other cool thing about this is you get to see the bread rising. As long as it's hot enough. Yeah, you can see it rising. Don't know if I made this hot enough. Nope. So partly baked, you can see up at the top. So you want to wait until this is done and pull them out. You can still eat burnt bread, but it's not as good as regular bread. Yeah, I love this little detail of seeing the dough rise. And you got bread. And it's good for 8 days here. I'll go on the dough good for 2 days. And then thrown in a cellar 7 days, and then 1.1 years. So you can turn one thing of flax into one thing of bread that's going to last a while. So we definitely got a lot of bread if we wanted to turn it all into bread. And then I'll look up how to make pies if I can make them with meat. I'm pretty sure you can. And then I might as well just start killing wolves and maybe that bear or two over there, make some meat pies and store that up for the winter. Let's go check on this over here. I'm pretty sure it's not anywhere close to being ready, but we can always gauge how long it'll take. And then before I head out to go get more resources for the tower, I'll probably load this up with some more logs to make charcoal. There's that bear right there. I do know of places I can get a lot more coal, but I'd rather save the coal if I can. Did I leave that light up here? Since now I got the lantern. I don't know why it wasn't letting me swim around the boat. Yep. So we'll place this down here. Hopefully I can see that from a distance. And that'll let me know where this is at. Actually, this might be a little... Yeah, it's way further along than I thought it was. We got all this spelts done, which you can use that to make bread as well. Nice, we got some flax that's done. Yeah, I hear you out there. When I was getting a few more hides from one of the boars that I let into the water, I heard a wolf howl, and for some reason I thought it was like an orca underwater or a whale or something. But it was just the howl of one of these wolves. Started making me think that maybe they snuck in some other underwater creatures in one of the last updates. But that's going to do it for this one. We will start building more next time. I think I'll do some of the outer ring off camera so we can focus on getting more to the inner part. So that way you're not seeing all of it brick by brick. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.